Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. Today we're going to be talking about the Cardano hard fork, Ripple XRP price, and a little bit about XRP riddles and some extra stuff. So make sure you watch it all the way till the end so you don't miss out on any cool stuff. And also, my question of today is Cardano or XRP? Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section down below and let's get on with the video. So yes, this week has been really important for crypto, but especially for Cardano, it's been like the best year ever, I think, for Cardano. I think they're really happy. And the main reason for that is that they just hard forked. Cardano's taken everything you need to know about ADA returns and yada. Well, one of the things you needed to know was that the Shelley hard fork was today, actually around 3 hours ago or so. And Charles Hoskinson also went over to Twitter to say, "We have reached orbit. Shelley hard fork is successful. When Shelley? Now." Shelley has fully loaded, and then a video of going to Mars or something like that by David Bowie. Interesting video choice. I wouldn't have chosen it myself, but hey, it's Charles Hoskinson. He can do whatever he wants. But yes, it has launched now. It's official. There's no question anymore. And I really think he needs to clean up his Google inbox a little bit. I think he's got a little bit of spam in there. It's just something I noticed and something he might have to take a little bit of a look at. But all right. Now, looking into this article, there's actually quite a couple of really interesting things happening in the future here as well, which have all already been kind of noted down. And that is here in the Cardano delegation cycle. And by the way, you can actually find even more of the Cardano roadmap if you just look online. Just type in Cardano roadmap and you'll find a ton of information. But here's also maybe a screenshot that's worth taking just for notifying yourself with a couple of these dates. Right now, you'll be able to start delegating from Epoch 0, which is, again, really the best time, but it's only going to be like 5 days or so. All right, then moving forward, Shelley Daedalus is out. DaedalusWallet.io, you can download and install it now. It'll function after the hard fork in 2 hours. And this was posted, again, a couple of hours ago or so. The point of this all was that people didn't really know exactly when to do what, when everything was going to be updating, but it's all happening so fast, and I don't think people are really worried about it anymore. Then a very interesting article. I'm not going to go over the article itself, but just the title and the first lines. Fed chair says economy faces new phase as CV, I don't want to pronounce that, sleepers top 150K data soften. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell warned on Wednesday that rising CV cases in the US are already showing signs of thwarting the economic recovery. The Fed on Wednesday held interest rates at near zero as the central bank continues efforts to support an economic recovery. But Powell said high-frequency data pointed to an economy that appears to have slowed since it all began rising anew in mid-June. And one of the things I would say right here as well, that, well, they are not doing the best policy they could. And this holding it near zero is doing a lot of damage, right? And Fed Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell knows it as well. But it's really nothing much that you can do. It's just a system that was designed to fail ultimately if things hit the fan. And right now is one of those cases where things really hit the fan and you can see the Fed kind of fail piece by piece. Now, do they or will they recover? Most likely yes, but it hasn't just shown us once more why people are really that frightened of it all. I would again say yes to all of that. And the real Robert Kiyosaki, yeah, I think that's his name, just posted as well. He suggested that gold bulls load up on Bitcoin. So gold-loving investor Dennis Gardman, and I went to look him up a little bit because I had no idea who Dennis Gardman was. I have it open somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. It's not really important anyway. He's getting out of the crowded gold market. Rich Dad Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki suggests buying silver and Bitcoin instead. And both the Bitcoin and gold markets have seen massive increases in both trading volume and price as of late. Scrolling down a little bit further, Dennis Gardman, respected gold bull, is out of gold. Thinks gold price has peaked. I agree. Silver is still around $25 an ounce. $50 next? Everyone can afford. If you have money, Bitcoin is moving up. I am out of gold loading on silver and Bitcoin. What are you doing? Got silver and Bitcoin? Question mark. And a fun fact is that he was a very big gold bull just a couple of weeks ago, and I guess it paid off, really, really nicely. Some really nice percentages over in the last couple of weeks. But now he's turned to a silver, very, very much silver bull, and that's actually something that I am as well. I would say right now, really, really get into silver. It's looking really, really damn freaking juicy. But one thing we mustn't forget as well is that I earlier showed you guys why gold is really close related to Bitcoin and why XRP is really closely related to silver. And that again is why my connection will always stay the same. If you want to go for gold, you can, or you might as well go for Bitcoin as well, right? You might as well buy baskets of the two 50-50. If you're going to go for silver, go for XRP as well because those two are alike. Check out my previous videos on that because I've explained it in detail. All right, having said that, Ripple made the list of top 100 best workplace innovative companies with Intel, Square, PayPal, MasterCard, Amazon, and Google. Ripple was in 97th place and is the only company from the crypto industry that appeared on Fast Company's top 100. I think it's pretty cool to see that Ripple is still doing so good for their time and also for their, I guess, purpose. Because again, as I said before, Ripple's not a company that's really in the foreground. It's really in the background. It's in the framework. It's at the bottom. And with a lot of these companies, they really are the ones that you see or that you hear about a ton or that you have to, connect with. I mean, Intel, I think everybody knows that. Same for Square, same for PayPal, especially MasterCard, Amazon, Google. You know all these names, and not so because they're just really, really big companies, because at least in my personal opinion, I've had to do with them a lot. Now, Square, I would actually exclude from that list. It's a little bit less known from what it really does in that sense, but the other ones, really, really so. And with Ripple, I think it's really, really amazing to see that they're in the list, even though they're so far in the back. All right, then we're gonna move over into a different section of the video, but first I wanna quickly take a little second to look at the XRP price, and that is that I expected us to do really, really well. All right, we were looking at this point earlier, we were very much above it. Right now, this is the daily chart. However, we decided to, not do that, get back down. And I said to you guys before, don't trade it right here. Wait for confirmation. So one candle closes above, and then the next one opens above as well. That's confirmation enough for me. At this point, there's really not too much to be done here. We're just gonna have to wait for exactly what is gonna be forming here, as I would say that is the next big support. I don't like doing this on the MacBook, to be completely honest with you guys. It is very annoying to do that. Let me quickly see. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna say that is the next big support right over there. Yeah, that's one more solid support. Indeed. Yeah, that one would definitely be an interesting point to take a look at. I guess we can also possibly see if we scroll. It's going so annoying, guys. I can't see. Let's see here. I guess we could also possibly see this point. I would not say that's major though. Never mind. No. This is really the points to go for here. This point is going to be another good support. Gonna have to watch out for that one. It's right around 22.7-ish dollars or cents. I mean, let's take a look at that and let's keep it in the back of our head. Within this zone, I'm not telling you guys to do anything because I don't know what is going to be happening. We got rejected here, but it's still possible to break through because the markets are so uncertain right now. All right, then moving over into my thing, which I just explained to you guys. It is the riddles and the 589 or bearable guide types of situations and all of that. And 0202 PXR or PRX, which is again XRP 2020, the other way around, says another drop by Loop R3 RM, whatever his name is. You guys know who it is, MrPool. And you can see here a little bit of a screenshot of a couple of pictures. And now what these pictures are is something he posts for exactly 1 minute, maybe a little bit less, and he takes them back off. And somehow you have to connect all these things together and get a story straight. Now, in my opinion, I'm always saying, this guy's just eating out of his out of his buttocks and just grabbing some of the most really obvious screenshots out there, making people just hate themselves. Because I think at XRP Solomon or King Solomon or XP Al or some of the other researchers could really do some amazing work in this perspective as well if they really wanted to, by just looking up and researching a lot of things. And once you have it, you just start to give it out really, really, really stupidly and really anonymously and really secretively. And really what you're doing is just you're creating a hype around yourself for knowing more than the rest, when basically you might have just done a little bit of extra work, not really that much. You might not know anything groundbreaking. But I don't really even know if MrPool does that, or if he just goes for the most obvious pictures, which any generic theme would fit, and posts them and makes people wonder about different things. So here we see Financial Accounting Standards No. 133 for derivatives market, opening doors for derivatives maybe. And the thing I'm saying here and thinking about here is that this could happen. All right, we're already drawing a conclusion that this 133 means that, but it could be. However, if in the next 3 months that were to be coming, which is a pretty long time, pretty short time depending on how you look at it, if it were to happen in the next 3 or even 6 months, I think a lot of people would refer back to him predicting it or saying it. However, if I type right now, I just hint something towards 2022, right? You'll most likely see that in 2022 something big will happen. If I say half of July, or no, let's say, for example, July 2022, something big will happen that time. Even if I say December 2020 here, something big will happen and people will look at me like a god, but I didn't really do anything. It's like the predictive programming that Simpsons do and some other comedies there. It's just things that you expect to happen. You can kind of just hint them already here. Or you can also go for, just things that have a very high likelihood of occurring, or things that really seem normal to people, where you can just easily draw connections. Like, for example, some emojis here, people are like, oh yeah, that must be that must be that. Where you don't really have to do any predicting, people will just make their own assumptions and associations. Same with like writing literature, where you sometimes don't have a deeper story or layer in mind, and the reader will just find one out themselves. And that's maybe what he's doing here as well, which is why I think it's really, really stupid. But whenever I read through this, people are always really, really happy with it, right? But then here, when I was looking through it, I saw that a couple of people were a little bit less optimistic. Here it's Wednesday, December 9th, 2020. It's going to be 133 days away from now, which could also be it. But yeah, a little bit further into it, I just noticed here, someone said, anyone screen cap the 7 or 8 drops he just posted? Because again, he only keeps them on for like a minute. This is getting dumb. Like, what's the point of going to all the trouble of prepping tweets and then posting them if you're always going to delete them a minute later? He says, another fraud, enough shotgun blast will eventually hit something, which is exactly what I'm saying. Astoric says, didn't Kuggs revive Pool's account? Look at the date, October 2019. It's been image after image of BS. Tim says, it's faster than a min. Lol, it's seconds. Lol, gotta turn on notifications or follow the person mentioned. In the comments, he catches them all. And then they're talking about that a little bit further. The point I'm trying to make with all of this is, I think Mr. Kuggs, or whatever the name is here, Bubba Kuggs, has some deeper agenda in mind. And the reason for that is I think he was the one who made this account, this MrPool account, really, really alive once more. And really, this whole MrPool account is just filled with stupid pictures that make no sense, that really have no bigger story behind it. And I'm really saying that out loud because, well, all these pictures are just too simple to mean something as of this point. And Bubba Kuggs, I don't know why he would make it alive then, or why he's trying all of this, but it all has to do with Marvin Gaye they trust, and the Marvin Gaye thoughts and Q and all of that. People are talking about that all the time right now, and we're getting a lot of feedback from all of it. But yeah, there were some cool things that Bubba Kuggs posted, by the way. It's not like his Twitter feed is full of useless things. No, there's a lot of cool stuff in here, definitely so. However, this account, MrPool, I just think it's BS. All right, then something I covered yesterday already, but I actually forgot to mention a couple of the details. Ripple's ODL partner Neum launched Google Pay integration. Neum card users will be able to make payments via Google Pay on Android phones, tablets, and watches, and that's exactly where it becomes so huge, at least for a small part, which is that ODL, so XRP, is now on Google Pay. I know there were a couple of instances where they supposedly already got on there, but this is the newest integration and a pretty big one. And I guess the second part I forgot to put some emphasis on is that this new service will be available in Singapore, Australia, Hong Kong, Europe, and the UK. It's actually already live in not just one small little country, but no, in the whole of Europe, UK, Hong Kong, Australia, and Singapore. So that's a huge amount as well, which is very, very positive to see. Here he's saying no demand liquidity, but I think it's all using ODO. I think it's all really, really cool and positive. If I'm wrong, by the way, let me know in the comments section down below, because I can then reassure people that it's not the truth, but whatever. Almost 26,000 XRP users. Again, pretty cool to see that milestone for all of them now. Even 27,000 they got already now. I think that's because of a big swell event right now. A lot of people got into Ripple. A lot of people got into XRP. A lot of people got into the whole ecosystem. Then this one once more. Then why analysts think XRP has the worst looking chart in the crypto market. XRP's price rallied overnight and is finally starting to see some of the momentum that has recently been incurred by the rest of the crypto market. Despite all of this, analysts are noting that there are some troubling signs regarding the crypto's near-term strength. As a result of these signs, one analyst is even going so far as to note that XRP has one of the worst charts of all cryptocurrency. He explained that its upwards price action doesn't matter so long as it remains beneath 25 cents. He also points to a few lower time frame rejections it has posted over the past day. And all I can say to that is, I agree to a certain degree, which is funny to say, but 25 cents was a really, really important mark. To quote XRP one of the worst looking charts in my opinion. Even though we have seen some upside over the past month, this really doesn't matter considering we are yet to break 25 cents. This region needs to be taken out and flipped before you can really be bullish. LTF rejecting. Now, at this point, it has rejected it, right? We saw it happen. 25 cents, it got hit, but not really, right? We were really, really close, but there was just too much resistance going on. Now I'm wondering exactly what's going to be happening to the price like in a couple of days here, if we can really breach above there. But if we don't, prepare for another fall, but I'm being positive right now. Michael from the Purple said, XRP, or can XRP price follow Bitcoin and hit 30 cents? Watch these 3 or whatever key levels. Well, you don't have to. The ones I just explained to you guys are going to be important. Here you can see it a little bit more. Do with it as you please. I think that's just a little bit too far away right here. 25 cents is just going to be really, really important. Ripple CTO Joel Katz said lack of smart contracts is good for XRP, but admits Ethereum was successful. Quote, we were right that smart contracts make a platform worse for payments and would introduce fee instability, performance issues, and lots of attack surface. XRP breaks right through long-term resistance. Well, at least we saw that happen, but 25 cents no. And these top coins, including XRP, have finally started moving. Well, yeah, a lot of coins have started moving because some are questioning that this is going to be a big bull run. Well, all I can say is we're going to be seeing, guys. It's really an uncertain time, but XRP is outperforming the market like crazy, and I'm really, really happy to see that. So, guys, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys again in another one. Take care and have a very, very nice day.